in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Kaepernick going to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Escapes the defender. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got Burton here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. Touchdown! Zach Ertz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
Here's Kaepernick, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Saints! Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
1st down, Green Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Here's Hurts. This one into the hands of Burton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him, a fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
A carry here for the big tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. McCaffrey on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
To throw, Kaepernick. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, Kaepernick. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU. Wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jared Cook scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 25-yard line.
Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Hurts. And he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headline the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Agnew now to return. There he goes, right side. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Pass caught by Fuller. Well done. Touchdown, Packers. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the 1st down.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mike, 4. Let's go, D. Big series right here. Hey, 91! 91! 4, Mike, 4. Rip left, rip left.
Now Kaepernick again. And this is Cook with a grab. 7 yards the pickup there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now Kaepernick. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Kaepernick to throw again. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Matt Judon showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll begin by running the option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, Kaepernick. Complete to Dorsett. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Dante Hightower on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
You ain't going nowhere. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Undercrush.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watch the screen. 91. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Watch the
Play action. Now Kaepernick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Kaepernick. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers across middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Max Crosby in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Packers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.